A mechanic showed me what ChatGPT is actually good for. He's my brother-in-law, and he was using it to troubleshoot real car problems before I even understood why people cared about AI. He let me try the paid version. I asked it a few things, didn't really see it, and moved on. A few months later, something clicked. This wasn't just a chatbot that could write for you. You could use it to get better at almost anything. He had already figured that out in the shed. The other day, he was out there doing my brakes in freezing weather. I would have looked at the temperature and gone straight back inside. He loves this stuff. And that matters because ChatGPT isn't doing the job for him. He already knows how to repair the car. He told me he's been able to resolve most of the faults he's used it to work through. Not because it hands him one magic answer, it helps him narrow down the most likely fault, identify the part, and suggest other things to check if his first diagnosis is wrong. Brake faults, steering vibration, timing chain noises, oil sensor warnings. He gives it the symptoms, what he's already checked, and sometimes a fault code or a photo. It gives him possibilities, then he tests them. That's the part people miss. ChatGPT doesn't get the final say. The scan tool, the service information, and what he actually finds on the car do. But it can stop him getting locked onto his first answer. Before he replaces a part, it gives him a second opinion on what else might be causing the fault. It also helps him check oil specifications, cross-reference filters, find service reset procedures, and understand theory when something doesn't click. He can ask it to explain the system in a different way until it does. And I think that's the tradie angle people are missing. It's not replacing the mechanic, it's acting like a researcher, a second opinion, and a checklist when the first diagnosis doesn't add up. His hands still do the repair, his judgment still makes the call. ChatGPT just helps him decide what to check next.